Mixing up a J right after we got off the phone, yeah, we just reconnected. Been a while since we spoke. You tell me that it's been destined, but the uncertainty, baby, it made you shy away. Now you're not saying I won't make it. What you trying to say?
Good morning, happy Friday, everybody. Sherman here, the crazy agent. Hope you're fantastic now. Headed off to the office. It's about 7:30. Started the day off a little bit later just because I had a little bit later of a night last night, and then gonna head to the office, grab some an example, a hypothetical proposal that we ran for someone that we're Happy Friday, everybody. Sherman here, the crazy agent. Hope you're fantastic now. Headed off to the office. It's 7:30. Gonna grab a proposal that we ran, a hypothetical. You know, the first meeting is typically a discovery, ask a lot of questions, get to know the individual, and then if it makes sense, I want to be able to share something of what we can do as an example. And so what I did is I took their logo, put it onto this proposal, and just as a sample of what we can do for them in adding greater value. A lot of times when it comes to like a meeting, I think that's really the differentiator, is asking really good questions of what someone else wants to do, particularly a business owner or the parents, the head of households. And that allows us then to, when we ask good questions, to get the answers that we aren't assuming. Too many times people in sales, business development, marketing, they're assuming what the other person might be thinking without asking the question. And in a face-to-face, high-touch, intimate relationship, it makes sense to ask the questions. I'm not talking about surveying people to death. I think that's old and tried, and a lot of times the results already speak for themselves. So there's no point in saying, "Hey, do you think people know this particular brand? Are you aware of it?" If you already know the answer is no, then why are you wasting time to do that exercise? That's the point of you getting top of mind awareness. And it'd be very easy just for anyone in marketing just to literally go to their niche that they're trying to address. It could be someone in their own family, just say, "Hey, do you know the company?" And they'll probably say no. So no need to survey to that. I think too many people, they marketers, they want to run with a survey first because they think that there's some kind of hidden gem that they're going to learn, when in reality, if the problem's already known, then let's try to find a solution. Problem's already pretty obvious. And for a lot of organizations, the results already speak for themselves. You can just literally look at your own data points and you would identify the problems already. So, all right, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Sherman's out. Hey there, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Got into the office after the meeting with Keen. It went well. Got to understand, when you're dealing with someone else's personality, you want to allow them to be able to. I adjust my method of approach based on who I'm sitting across from. So, the person that we sat with down today was a driver, so you can always tell that person typically has a notepad out, they have a pen handy, they typically ask the first question. In a sense, it's going to be something along the lines of, "Okay, so why are you here?" or just kind of cut to the chase. Other people, they want to do the chit chat, right? They'll talk about the weather, they'll talk about kind of where you're from, they'll ask questions about me. This person wants results, and so we're able to provide those answers, and then we continue to move forward. And then got to the office, had a 10 o'clock call. Whenever running video conference calls, I always think it's powerful to be able to ask questions to those that are on the line specifically, call them out by name. It keeps the engagement. Instead of just throwing a question out there, it's like just throwing a ball up in the air and saying, "Who's going to catch it?" Nobody does, or just the same person does over and over, because that's the kind of personality that they are. And then after that, so now I'm heading, it's around 11:15, heading over to Med Talks. It's a Houston West Chamber of Commerce lunch event where they're going to be talking about vaping and the scariness of vaping. And so that's what we'll be doing, learning a little bit more about the dangers of vaping. And not that I do not smoke alcohol, I do not chew tobacco, I do not drink alcohol, but I do have young children, and so I want to be aware of what ultimately is happening right there, specifically from a medical standpoint, so that way I'm aware and not just having the knee-jerk reaction of "don't do that," although sometimes that is helpful. Let's go.
But I do this cause I live like I'ma die today. Passionate about it, you got a habit of doubting. I got a habit of working and earning it. I am out in the city of angels. I know that they looking out for me. This is my testimony for all of y'all that been doubting me. The evidence is evident. Music is my medicine, my testament. Meant to be true to you, a legend in the making. Make the best of every moment, cause nothing lasts forever, but forever I'll be focused. Focus on the now.